Well, if you're watching day of premiere, this will make sense. If you're not, let's just give me another video. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with another Eno pick. Brian Eno, the one and only, the only man I have replayed a song for. Well, actually, I think I did it again after that, but I haven't done it since. So I've done it 2 times. But, yeah, he was the first person I ever did a replay for in video. I've never done it before. It was off of Another Green World, and it absolutely blew my fucking mind. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be listening to The Great Pretender today, off of Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. So it's an album released by Eno in 1974. Credited as Eno for this one, not Brian Eno. We just did the Talking Heads, and he was the producer on the album we did today. So I wanted to do this request. I believe it's from Clay, right? Or was it Clay? See, I've got my list right here. Hold on, let me scroll. Clay. What was it for? God, this list is so fucking long. Yeah, Clay R. Thank you, Clay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure. I always like to credit people correctly because obviously I'll pay for this, so gotta do that, right? Yeah, so there's Phil Manzanero on guitar, Eno on keyboards and guitar, Brian Charrington on bass, Freddie Smith on drums, and Robert Wyatt on percussion. So yeah, like I said, The Great Pretender. We've done 2 Eno tracks so far, and they've both been very different. I've heard a lot of his production, and lush. That's the word of the day, and that's the word that describes his soundscapes. Usually they're just absolutely lush. And I'm gonna stop gushing over the man because it's already been 2 minutes, so let's go. If y'all want to subscribe, just do it. I'm wasting time. Alright, The Great Pretender by Brian Eno / Eno. And 3, 2, 1, go. 1974.
She was so impressed that she just surrendered. She was moved by his ring. She was just up from Wales. He was fueled by her clothes and he was coming to catch her.
And that's Eno's vocals, right?
Lose the sense of time.
Ooh.
Nail down the blind.
The snake guitar?
And in the succulent dark, there's a sense of ending. Joking aside, the mechanical bride.
It's almost got an industrial sound to it. This is 1974. That's crazy.
Just point out discreetly, though you never learn, all those tawdry late-night weepies. I could make you weep more cheaply as the empty moon enamels Monica with spoons and candles. candles, hangs around
Moving candles,
without the light on. Furniture to get it right on. Settled in a homely fish pool, hung with little eels. Often thinks that travel wide and stay at home. The trout obliges. Monica sighed, rolled onto her side. She was so impressed that she just surrendered.
Sinister sounding, bro. That's crazy. He got all this in 74. So many sounds. It's almost like an Egyptian sound on that snake guitar, I think. Now it sounds like artificial frogs. It's like a plague of frogs. Oh no. He's getting biblical on us. Run! Well, that's one way to end an album side. This is the last track on side one. Wow. I don't know how I feel about the ending, but the rest of the song was pure fire, of course. I expect nothing less from Mr. Eno at this point. Yeah, that's, like I said, lush. I already knew, just going into it, it was going to be a lush soundscape full of all kinds of crazy squeaks and squawks and noises and, pitch shifts and all kinds of stuff, I don't know exactly what all went into this, like, because this is 74, so it's analog, obviously. I mean, there's stuff filtering in throughout the, late 70s, early 80s, I'm guessing. That's when, the actual computerized stuff started coming out. But Eno is a trailblazer. Even to this day, like, he's still kind of ahead of his time, I feel like, especially because of the decline music's been through. At least for popular mainstream music. I know there's a lot of good artists still out there, like, in their pockets, and, it's just, like I always say, it's the content, whatever you want to call it, whatever you watch every day, it's very tailored and personalized, and if you click on something, you're gonna see more of it. That's just how it works. But man, it did feel like a biblical kind of like plague for Egypt, because it had this Egyptian sound kind of throughout with that snake guitar or whatever he was using for that effect, and then there's like this artificial sounding, what would you call it, like frogs, almost like creaking, falling from the sky, which I think is very interesting. I don't know if there's a connection between the two or not. I could just be crazy, but that's what I kind of got from it. Obviously the song's called The Great Pretender, so it also, that could go into some kind of anti-religious sentiment or his beliefs, like, whatever. I don't know. I feel like the guitar in this from Manzanera and from Eno, because it said Eno played guitar, that snake guitar, that was great. If that's what it is, and them playing off each other, I thought it was fantastic. Sorry, I had it up. Like, I had to get a new old phone, so I'm trying to learn how to use it still again. See, like, what the fuck? There it is. All right, so yeah, Robert Wyatt on percussion and backing vocals, Freddie Smith on drums, Brian Turrington on bass, Phil Manzanera on guitar, and then Eno on vocals, electronics, keyboards, snake guitar, and treatments. So yeah, he basically crafts just this finely tuned world that allows your imagination to kind of just run wild and fill in the gaps, you know, which is like the best type of art is the one that makes you work for it, you know, not just giving it to you on a silver platter, like, here you go, this is the message, this is what I'm trying to say. No, you should have to fight for it. All right, maybe not fight for it, but you should have to work for it, you know. Like I feel like people are just so used to this, you know, instant gratification these days, like even beyond what we were talking about like 10 years ago with like instant gratification. Like it's literally in our DNA now probably, and our brains are probably so screwed up from all the stuff that they've been testing on us and all the stuff that they do, you know, like who actually knows what's really going on. Like you guys know, that's what I always say, we have all these ideas, all these theories, but I feel like there's a lot of there's a huge how do I say this? There is a lot of missing actual like objective fact, because there's always two sides to the story, or three sides, or there's four sides. It's always history was written by people that were hired by other people. Science and experiments and all that stuff is paid for by people that have an agenda, or news sources, they have an agenda, they are biased to the left or to the right, you know, either way, it's all bought and paid for one way or another. And I guess that's one of the things you realize when you wake up to what this world really is and what's going on. It's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's I don't know, when I was fucking off doing drugs and running around and running the streets like a crazy person, I didn't think about this stuff. Obviously, I thought about crazy stuff because I was a drug addict, so I had crazy thoughts. But at the same time, I think more rationally and clearly about it now. I think we've been at war for the past few years, and we just don't know it yet. Hopefully, they don't block this video now. I feel like 50 years from now, they're going to look back at this time and be like, this was the beginnings of a very large global conflict, let's say. And I feel like we've just been trying to hide it behind proxy wars and stuff for the past 2 years, basically since the whole the vid fiasco ended. I feel like the whole world has been at war, and it's scary. And everyone needs to chill the fuck out and listen to some Eno. That's all I got to say about that, because this song, it's just it has a very sinister undertone to it, but I feel like it's almost in a mocking tone of religion in a way. That's just my interpretation of it. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know down below what you think the song actually means and is about. Obviously, it's a subjective thing, so I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. But that's what my thoughts are. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. I definitely did. Any Eno track is good by me, and thank you again to Clay R for everything you have done. Thank you for this, my friend. This beautiful Butcher cover. I love it. I'm so happy. And Karma, of course, but that was me, not you. I think that's it out of me, though, guys. My favorite part of this was Eno, and then Phil Manzanera on guitar, both of them playing off each other back and forth, I'm guessing. It was excellent. So thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time. Y'all know we have a Patreon right here. That's a picture of it. Hide. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join any tier, you get access to all of our block videos and full album reactions. There's a lot of shit on there, ranging from the Beatles to King Crimson and everything in between. Hours and hours of bonus content at the click of a button, or maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, about 3. Yeah, you can join Patreon any tier, get access to all of that, and our patrons only Discord. If you want to come chat and hang out with us, message me, message whoever, we'd love to have you. And there's also a PayPal and Cash App link as well in the description for tips, requests, and anything else.